Oliver Robinson last updated 1656. The 15th of July 2018. Frank Augstein. Croatia's Luka Modric celebrates after his team advanced to the final during the semi-final match between Croatia and England at the 2018 World Cup in the Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow. The first World Cup I can really remember was South Africa 2010. There were so many stories to be told there. France's shambles of a tournament, Luis Suarez's handball off the line against Ghana, even New Zealand's status as the only unbeaten team in the competition. In 2014, it was no different. Bosnia and Herzegovina reached the first tournament. Brazil fell apart at the semi-final stage to the ruthless Germans, and Lionel Messi came so close to that elusive World Cup win. 2018 may have had more stories than both of those prior tournaments. Iceland, a nation of just 300,000, made the first World Cup. Panama did too, and Egypt and Peru returned after long spells away from the tournament. Japan so nearly made the quarterfinals, only to be denied by the Belgians. England ventured farther than they thought they ever might, but the Croatians came out on top in the semi-finals. And this Croatian side, this team in the first final, might have more great stories than any other side at the World Cup. It starts, as it always does with Croatia, with Luka Modric. When he was just 6, the Croatian War of Independence broke out, and his grandfather was executed. He became a refugee for years, living in hotels after the family home was burned to the ground. Initially rejected by Hajduk Split because of his small frame, Modric worked hard enough to work his way back up and eventually joined Dinamo Zagreb as a 16-year-old. The rest, as they say, is history. Read more ** Wondrous unpredictability elevates World Cup ** Croatia's heroes unite nation ** The game no one wants ** The final countdown. The war lasted until the end of 1995, with almost the whole squad affected in some way. Croatian-born Mario Mandzukic was also a refugee, fleeing to Germany with his parents at the age of 6 and spending his formative years there. And there are so many other stories in there too. Add feedback, and despite this hardship, these young lads could have a football. Go out to the park or the street, and kick it around. They would dream of playing for Hajduk or Dinamo Zagreb, and of playing for the national team. They would hope they'd have the chance to go to the World Cup. And against all the odds, they've made it here. Coach Zlatko Dalic was picked out of noted footballing hotbed United Arab Emirates to manage the side with just one game of qualifying to go. They had to win a playoff match to even qualify for the tournament, and it wasn't looking good. But they pulled through, with an emphatic 4-1 win against Greece, and made the tournament. The last story, one that really pulls at my heartstrings, is that of HR Kostic. Kostic was a midfielder with 10 youth appearances for his country, and playing for Zadar in the top tier of Croatian football. In 2008, he collided with a concrete wall in a match, and 5 days later, he passed away. Croatia's starting goalkeeper and former teammate of Kostic, Daniel Subasic, still wears a shirt with HR's face on it under his playing strip. In 2010, when Andres Iniesta scored the winning goal in the World Cup final, he revealed a shirt in memoriam of Dani Jock, a Spanish footballer who had passed away the year before. He got the chance to honor Dani on the biggest stage of all. I want Subasic to be able to tell HR Kostic's story to the world. I want these boys, refugees of a war they had no part in, to be able to realize those childhood dreams. And I want a country of 4 million people, a country who had been written off before the tournament started, to lift the trophy at the Luzhniki. Nova Vatra, Staro Miesto, Istanada.